Finance Commission ke bakhatsan kelak Pynthikna ban kyrshan ikikam ke sorkar jylla kanshim ban pentrikam hak ini kisnam banwan Chairman ke Commission NK Singh habakrench kelap thaikbor mtagsi ulong bak jingwan ke jylla Meghalaya kalong ke basong tenat ban yo sngow iki babon ke jingakren ke jing ajingmut ke jingwan ke Commission kalong ban pan jingmut ban sngap ye ke jingdan kam jong ke jylla na ke benta ke jinglut bat ke jingdan kam na ke benta sansnem banwan hak ini ke jylla bat hakari kumju Ulong ke jylla Meghalaya ke don sibun kilat ban kentiu ye ke karkhana baide bakarep karyang ban kentiu ye ke kam jngokai na ke jing internet ke me maryang ki kiwa bat kani ke don kam ban penphai ke lenti singken ke jakasa ke nawan penkai bat ki lenti sun ulong ba ki don ru kimat ki bakta ya kayo kakot namar ba ke jylla kampala ban penerkam ya kalat ulong baga GDP ke jylla ka keu sekalai 4% ke badang duna bha habai nujor bat ke jylla Using la benrapru wa ke jylla Meghalaya macam senam ke GDP ke keu khatwei persen bat haus senam arja khatwei hadu usnam arja khatpra kalong tang san hadu 2% bat kani ke khamrit bat khamduna ya kiwe ke jylla bat ke dan kam ban keu ban kampen pha ya ke jingkeu ha ke yok kakot kena makershan hi daladi o manusianya nadong shadong hagning si ke commission bala ilam dusing kelai thir ba ke sarkar jylla bala alam khamat menteri ramba ke jylla ukanrat ke sama nangta ke seng sain perthei ke district council kinong khai bat kiwe ki kenhon katkum ke jingong jung sing karep karyang na kasbo maryang ke de kalat ke bak sarkar jylla kadang phai khmat bat kermen bahakini sansnem banwan kanwara ya ke jingkala ban penkiu ya kayo kakot jingpai ba hak jylla ula krenru ya ke jingdan kam ban penan kam boarding hak bak sarkar keladan kam ban phai khmat de kiwe kilat kelenti banum kta ni penjot ya ke maryang namar baklem ke boarding kiwe kitanat kimla menteri kam la ya thuru bala pensngau ban pelait ya ke sor shillong na ke jingkhap ngya hak bala ai jingmot bha halor kani bat kawe ke dei ban penbha ban penbiang ya ke kam penrei se ke district khnang ban penkiar ki ba ban kieu tang hasor
Meghalaya was accorded a special category status much before the constitution of this 15th Finance Commission. The issue of special category status is not within the mandate and terms of reference of the Finance Commission. The issue of special category status emanated from the resolution of the erstwhile National Development Council and is not a matter within the purview of the Finance Commission per se. It is not our intention, unless our terms of reference are revised, to go into the substantive merits of the issue of special category status. The Meghalaya's economy has currently a special category status. It is not our intention to either recommend one way or the other on how this matter is to be treated. This is entirely a matter in the domain of the executive, but it is certainly not our intention to recommend that the benefits of the special category status which Meghalaya has currently should in any way be tampered or withdrawn. Well, I think that all these autonomous councils did address the Commission that we should look at their needs in making the necessary awards. That it is true that because the constitutional provision, they cannot replicate themselves entirely to what the panchayats and other local bodies would be. But considering the democratic nature of their functioning, they should also be considered and be eligible for the awards of the 15th Finance Commission, which they had received earlier, the 13th Finance Commission, and we are hoping. But there are also legal and constitutional issues of that, which we'll have to consider. How effective they have been in the utilization of the funds was not discussed with the Commission today. We expect that the state government, which is the primary entity which must look into the working of the third tier, it is their obligation to make sure that the funds which have been released, either through the mechanism of the central government or from the state government, are put to the purpose and to the objectives for which they are assigned.
The district councils receive money as a special dispensation which is being given by the central government. So this comes to the district councils through the state governments. And the utilization of the money is given by the district councils to the state governments, which in turn then passes it on to the central government. So on year-to-year basis, releases are made based on utilization of the money which had been received in the previous year. So, figures I don't have, but whatever amount you have quoted may have been sanctioned to them, and they would have received part of that money based on the previous year's utilization. So it's not the Finance Commission award which they have got, but it is part of the central government special grants which are being given to all district councils in the northeast.
All those factors which I mentioned in my initial observations, improving its comparative advantage on organic farming, improving agricultural productivity, enhancing the value-added activity in agriculture, in aquaculture, in the various other submissions of turmeric, ginger, and others that they have undertaken, in terms of better harnessing, for instance, of the byproducts of the pine forests, which the Chief Minister alluded to, improving tourism as a growth multiplier, all these which will lead to an increase in the state per capita income and the state GDP is going to be beneficial from the viewpoint of the revenue gains also of Meghalaya's economy. And these, I think, would make a difference in terms of its ability to reduce the dependence on the central governments and become increasingly more and more self-reliant. Well, we are concerned over the next 5 years, and it is our belief that over the next 5 years, the initiatives which are currently underway and with the assistance which they will receive from central outlays, they should certainly move in the direction of reducing their excessive dependence somewhat and then evolve a trajectory thereafter. No representative of trade and industry per se complained about a regulatory or other regime which is a handicap from the viewpoint of their trade and business. They had a number of worthwhile suggestions to make. One important suggestion which they made was improving connectivity to the economy of Bangladesh through the Chittagong port. This is a problem which is endemic to the northeast economy as a whole. This is a problem, I think, that opening the trade and other flows and connectivity with Bangladesh will not only help Meghalaya, but will help many other economies of the northeastern region. This is a problem which I think that should be collectively taken up by the states of the northeast so that the government of India can suitably take up with the government of Bangladesh. Fortunately, the government of Bangladesh is a friendly government to the policies of the central government, and hopefully I think that the improved and stable relationship between India and Bangladesh can help in having the multiplier benefits of much greater trade flows between the economy of India and Bangladesh. This was one suggestion. The other big large area they talked about was the area of the GST and much faster refunds and issues of IGST and so on. Those are issues on which the central government is already taking some steps, but we should certainly also bring it to their notice that this is a problem which is also being faced by some of the entrepreneurs in Meghalaya as well. Apart from this, there were no specific regulatory and other issues which the representatives of trade and industry took up with the Commission. Many states have brought to our notice that following the abolition of the Planning Commission, some of the resources which came to the states through the Planning Commission's funding channels were no more available to them in the post-abolition of the Planning Commission era. This is understandable. Equally, I think that since the central government's resources became somewhat more circumscribed, the formula in which the centrally sponsored schemes were being shared between the center and the states got somewhat changed to the disadvantage of the states. These are generic issues on what should be an optimum level of vertical division, and then after the vertical division, the optimum formula on the horizontal distribution of funds.